KPRC Channel 2. This is a breaking news alert.
Andy Sirota and Sarah Donchi with you as Sky 2 is over the scene of a police chase. This is in southeast Houston near Alameda, Genoa, and Avenue D. The vehicle has been leading police on a pursuit for the better part of 20 minutes now. It is an SUV, a dark-colored SUV, difficult to make out the model and year, but you can see at least one police cruiser in pursuit of that car. This is taking place in a neighborhood right now in southeast Houston. This started just around 1 o'clock this afternoon. That driver going at a high rate of speed through a residential neighborhood, taking a left turn there onto another street. We see one police cruiser in pursuit of that car. Unclear why this driver is fleeing from police in the first place, or if there's more than one person in the car. We just saw another cruiser pop up there as well as this chase continues through a southeast Houston residential neighborhood.
And it's possible that you may have noticed some activity or heard from loved ones out on the road right now. This chase has stretched throughout southeast Houston. Now this car is getting on the Spencer Highway, and we have heard over the police scanners in the minutes prior to getting on the air with you that this person has been driving the wrong way on feeder roads and main thoroughfares in southeast Houston. We're approaching now an intersection here at Spencer Highway, just narrowly missing that car right now. Eastbound, weaving in and out of traffic, going at a relatively quick clip here. And we have also heard that police officers are trying to call for spike strips as a way to divert this driver.
That driver weaving in and out of traffic. We just saw him go into the opposite lanes there on the Spencer Highway, heading eastbound on Spencer Highway, where there is quite a bit of traffic. He's weaving in and out of all of that traffic, taking a left turn. Not sure what street he's on now, but there's quite a bit of traffic activity in this area right now. Moments ago, we saw him drive through a residential neighborhood. He just went off to the shoulder there for a second, now going into the opposite lane of traffic again. This is something that we've seen this driver do over the past several minutes or so. We saw at least two police cruisers in pursuit of this suspect. No information on who's behind the wheel of that SUV, whether there's more than one person inside.
You just got a glimpse of the Houston police helicopter, which was dispatched as part of this chase. This is on Shaver Road now. This driver going pretty quickly throughout traffic. Andy, we've seen him or her blow through multiple intersections right now. You mentioned that this is a pretty busy area this time of day. Just heading through that intersection, narrowly missing cars once again, now going the wrong way down the road, up on the sidewalk, up onto where we could have seen somebody walking along. This is a dangerous situation. Houston police are the lead on this right now. They want to stop this person. We talked last time we were on the air about a chase, about the different policies they have in place in a situation like this. They do train, Andy, as you know, on different tactics to get these drivers to stop. This is not what you want to see right now, a driver driving this quickly with police on their tail through all of these very busy intersections.
And difficult to say how fast that driver is going, but he is certainly going at a high rate of speed, passing vehicles, weaving in and out of traffic, going into the oncoming lane of traffic at times. We've seen that driver go down the Gulf Freeway near Monroe, get off near Alameda, Genoa, Avenue D, onto the Spencer Highway heading eastbound. And the chase continues
this is coming up to West Houston Avenue right now. If you're familiar with the area, the best thing to do in a situation like this is to stay off the roadways. It's a dangerous place to be right now. Again, this person is blowing through another intersection, completely ignoring stop signs. Whenever we have these kind of chases, it's always very dangerous, Andy, as you know, to see these drivers driving this quickly and blowing through areas where people are walking and driving. Definitely a dangerous situation. Police want to put a stop to this. And now this person is getting into a residential area, and you can see there are cars pulled off in front of him, stopped at the light. He is completely ignoring that, going up on the sidewalk and around those vehicles, and police are in pursuit just right behind him there.
Total disregard for all of the other drivers who are on the road. Still heading northbound on Shaver Road. This is in southeast Houston. We saw at least two police cruisers in pursuit of this SUV. He's coming up onto 225 now, the driver coming up onto 225 now. I shouldn't even say he. We don't know if the driver is a man or a woman. We have no information on the person who is behind the wheel of this SUV or why that person is fleeing from police. But certainly this driver going at a high rate of speed. There's one police cruiser continuing this pursuit.
And now he's come to some sort of a dead end. It looks like he pulled into an industrial area, and this may be an opportunity for police to corner him. Let's see if he gets out of the vehicle right now. He just threw something out of the car. Police do have him stopped. They're going to be asking this person now to get out of the car with their hands in the air. They want to make sure this person doesn't have a weapon, and you could see if the chopper may be able to zoom in a bit. It does look like this person is surrounded now and maybe has one arm out of the vehicle.
I'm counting about a dozen officers there on the scene. A lot of the officers you can see have their weapons drawn, pointed at that SUV. Just a few seconds ago, we saw the driver of the SUV throw something out the window. There hasn't been any movement from inside the SUV since then. I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 HPD vehicles. Again, at least a dozen officers there, all officers in stance, in position, ready to take action if necessary with
both car doors are opening, so there may be more than one person in this car right now. You just saw this person is getting out with their hands up. They threw something out of the vehicle. The next thing police are going to do is they're going to order this person most likely on the ground, and then they're going to handcuff him or her. It looks like a man.
He's facing the vehicle right now, both hands up. He's lifting his shirt and is now turning around facing officers once again. He's got both of his hands lifted up above his head, is now slowly walking back towards officers who have their weapons drawn.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see if there is another person in the car, Andy, because we saw briefly that passenger door open. Police are instructing this person to back up slowly. They're going to want to make sure that they get handcuffs on this person so that he cannot pose any more of a danger to police officers or anyone in this area.
He's down on his knees.
If you're just tuning in right now, this is Shaver, just past the Pasadena Freeway, 225. Just north of 225. He went under the overpass there and
police
stopped.
Have him in handcuffs right now. They've got him into custody. He is in handcuffs. He's cooperating with police, taken into custody without incident.
And here we see that passenger door open again, and we're waiting to see if there's another person in the car. It looks like there is. Police still have their guns drawn, pointed at this vehicle. Might be a Ford
Here comes
Flex.
someone else out of the vehicle, out of the passenger side door, wearing a red bandana.
Looks like a red beanie on the head right now.
It's difficult to say if it's a man or a woman at this point.
It looks like it's a man, and they're asking the person again to lift up their shirt. They're checking for weapons. They're having him turn around, him or her, but it looks like it might be a man. This person is walking backwards. Again, this is in a industrial, what look like an industrial complex. So they're not necessarily right up next to any houses, but you can bet if you're in this area north of 225 off of Shaver, North Shaver, this area is probably going to be cordoned off while police make sure there's no longer any threat, Andy.
The passenger walking very slowly backwards as police are instructing him to do. They've got him. He's down on his knees at this point. Again, this person is cooperating with officers who've instructed him to walk backwards. They're now putting handcuffs on the passenger who was inside.
And checking that vehicle as well.
That's right. You got several officers along the driver's side of the vehicle, checking the vehicle to see if perhaps there may be anyone else inside. To the right side of your screen, you can see that person with the red beanie handcuffed up against the back of that police cruiser. They've got him in custody along with the driver, both the driver and the passenger taken into custody without incident. We, of course, are working to get more information on who these people are and why they were running from police in the first place.